Hello, welcome to this review of the HP Envy 13-inch laptop. This is the i7 Edition 8550U 8th generation processor with 16 gigs of RAM, 500GB SSD and a Geforce MX 150. So I've been using this laptop for about a month for university work and I have to say that it is brilliant. The overall build quality on this laptop is excellent. It's all aluminium all around it and it's very light and portable. So let's have a look around this laptop. So here we've got the headphone jack, USB, USB-C and an SD card slot. And then on the front of this device, there's nothing, there's no ports or no lights or anything like that. And then on the other side, you've got a fingerprint reader, a USB, and a power adapter. The fingerprint reader sometimes does get quite annoying as it doesn't read. Then on the back, you don't have anything there, but you do have the Envy printed out there and a nice little pattern. Then moving on to the back. The back, it just has one air vent there for cooling. The SSD can be upgraded on this, but the RAM is soldered onto the motherboard, so make sure you choose the correct RAM size as it cannot be upgraded later on. I believe that the SSD is an M2 interface. The keyboard on this laptop is also very good. It's very responsive and just generally very nice to type on. It is a backlit keyboard and the keys are nice and flushed. The spacing could have been a bit bigger, but it's just a minor detail. The caps lock and mute keys do have a light, so you know when they're active, which is good. And with keyboard flex, it flexes slightly, but not much. The trackpad on this laptop is also very good. It does support gestures. It's not Windows 10 Precision, but you can give it gestures such as 3-finger tap, and it shows all your desktop applications, so you can switch between them. It does have a little clicky sound as well for left and right. Personally, I use a Bluetooth mouse. At the top, you've got your bank and ultrasound speakers, which are very good, nice, clear, crisp audio, and it's quite loud. The screen is also very good. It's a 1080p full HD touchscreen. It's got a nice edge-to-edge display, and it's fine for watching movies and just generally doing your work. It does have that glare, sometimes reflection, especially if you're in the sunlight and stuff like that. Apart from that, it's very good. At the top of the screen, you do have a webcam. The webcam is not that great, it's just a 720p webcam, so it's fine for Skype calls and conference calling. Now, moving on to everyday use. As a cybersecurity student and web developer, the laptop performs very well. Browsing the web, watching movies, the laptop can handle without problems. However, when it comes to high-intensity tasks such as running multiple virtual machines and running multiple Visual Studio applications, you will hear the fans kicking and it does get quite warm. However, I don't think this should be a big problem as it does have adequate ventilation. One of the issues about the performance is the SSD. As you can see on the screen, the SSD is not that fast compared to the Samsung Evo 900 series. However, for this price, I won't complain too much. It's still better than a spinny disk. Now, as for gaming performance, the laptop can run some titles provided they're on low to medium settings. I tested this out with Dying Light and the game ran fairly well but did suffer from lag and the FPS kept dropping. The laptop does have enough RAM and a powerful CPU to run games, but sadly the graphics card lets it down. The laptop does get hot while playing games and the fans will kick in. However, I wouldn't recommend this laptop for gaming as it's not intended for gaming. As for video editing, the laptop performs fairly well. I haven't fully tested this out, but I did test a small 1-minute Dying Light clip and it rendered within 2 minutes or so. I will do a full review on video editing at a later date. Now onto battery performance. The battery lasts around 5 to 6 hours, so not the 10 hours as advertised. The laptop does charge up fairly quickly. I got around 75% within 45 minutes via fast charging. The laptop does support USB-C charging, but only when the laptop is in sleep mode. However, this was very slow for me, and that's probably because I was using my OnePlus 5 charger. And on a side note, the figures given to you for the 5 to 6 hours was from 100% to 15% when the battery saver kicks in. So before I summarize, the laptop does have a few issues. One is that there's no Ethernet port, which may be an issue for some users. I know there's no room, but they could have provided a USB-C to an Ethernet port adapter, as they do provide a USB-C to HDMI adapter. Also, the USB ports can be quite tricky, and it does feel like I need to apply a bit too much pressure sometimes to insert or remove things from the ports. Apart from that and the SSD, I have to say that the laptop is an excellent buy for students or any users looking for a high performance laptop with great build quality and at a fair price. I will do another update during my second semester in another 6 months or so to see how well this laptop is performing. For now, thank you for watching and I'll see you later.